Hello, welcome to the weekend edition. I'm Dr. Kingori. We have a great show lined up for you. Our guest tonight is a renowned award-winning queen of radio. Massawe Japanni is in the building. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. But before we get to that part of the show, U.S. war veteran and former presidential candidate Senator John McCain has passed on. May his soul rest in peace. His dying wish was that the sitting U.S. president does not attend his funeral. So just like that, President Trump has been denied a chance to pay his last disrespects. Now, still in the U.S., this picture of the Kenya delegation accompanying President Uhuru to the U.S. has gone viral because, as you can see, on the U.S. side, everyone has a pen and a notebook. Including President Trump, who we believe is drafting his tweets. Upande mwingine wa studio, kila mtu ni chai tu. Yes. That explains the high unemployment rate in Kenya.
I know.
Si hata nyinyi mmeona serikali ya Kenya haiandiki. Exactly. Na mnajua vitu mnasema ati hiyo chai is part of our deal with the East. That's why on his trip to the US, President had to be accompanied by the Chinese. But then again, in their defense, why would you waste ink writing stuff that you're going to see in the news? I feel them. Also, World Olympic champion Asbel Kiprop, or Kipsani, the bulldozer as is now known, has made headlines after a video of him destroying someone's property surfaced online. This comes a few months after the IAAF claimed that the athlete tested positive for an energy-enhancing drug called erythropoietin. After watching the clip he released, I have concluded that erythropoietin must be the scientific name, Yanjugu. In his defense, the athlete said during an interview with a local station that the lady moves around with everyone, including the elite, which makes Asbel Kiprop the first public figure to admit that amekula mali ya umma. Now, that said, I have come to learn that kwa hii dunia vile sisi ujipiga kifuati tumetoka mbali, kumbe there is always someone out there who's faced worse. Kama mi upigia wase story ya vile I used to walk from Kayole all the way to Safari Park back in 2010 when I started comedy. I got humbled this week when I got to hear the story of a young boy called David who walked from Congo to Ghana. He started the journey at the age of 13 and he arrived in Ghana around 16 years. And that's like 3 years on the road. And that was against his will. That does not mean I don't respect those of us who cannot walk from Archives to Kencom. Hata kama ni kuvuka tu barabara, I understand. I know Maskuembe can cost you your marriage. Ati mliachana kwa nini? Miguu yake ilikuja ikakauka. Akanikanyanga kuja ikatoka. That's very understandable. Just like most of you guys watching the show right now, I just have a conviction to do something about that person who has no choice and has had to flee their country. People who sometimes walk from country to country looking for safety. And as you all know, once in a while, we come together as a Wicked Edition family for a good cause to our fellow citizens of this planet. And that's why we have a plot coming up on the 23rd of September from 7. Saa moja asubuhi. It's a 10-kilometer walk from KICC called the Step for Safety campaign. It's been organized by UNHCR to walk in solidarity with these people who have had to flee their homes and honor their journeys. It's very easy to participate. The registration fee is 1,500 shillings peke yake, which includes the walk t-shirt. And the procedure is very simple. Go to M-Pesa, enda kwa paybill. The M-Pesa number is 329378 and the account name is Step for Safety. Vile zimeandikwa hapa kwa screen. After that, simple. Present the message to any Healthy You stores to collect your t-shirt. And it's also important to note that all the proceeds will go towards supporting the families that have been forced to flee their homes. Mi nisha get t-shirt yangu by the way. I already have my t-shirt. So September 23rd, saa moja asubuhi mimi niko skodi. Tokeni tukatangatange for a good cause. Ama ni aje? Now, barely 2 weeks after we covered gender bias on the show, Murang'a Women Representative Honorable Sabina Chege was on the spot this week for exposing two arms of government.
She's inappropriately dressed for the house. She's properly dressed for the birthday party, but not properly dressed for the chamber, Mr. Speaker, because you can see she has exposed her arms.
See, as much as I agree with Honorable Mbadi that no one should bear arms in Parliament, I don't see anything wrong with what Honorable Sabina Chege is wearing. In fact, what I pick from this is that politicians are so petty that they will attack anything that is not from their party. In this case, Jubilee and NASA were united against a birthday party. See, apparently, the male members of Parliament were not happy with how Honorable Sabina Chege was dressed because it was affecting their standing orders. Wait. Standing orders ni sheria za Parliament. That's not to be confused with the order of standing. Honorable Manzo ndio alikuwa kwanza kusimama.
You spoke about Honorable Sabina Chege. I'm also interested in...
Yes, it's a very important day for her, Mr. Speaker. It's her birthday, but...
Now that I cannot be able to see...
The dress code, Mr. Speaker, is...
Sikia vile anahema. Now, see, then after Honorable Mbadi was the second kusimama, alafu Honorable Duale alikuwa mwisho kusimama kusema Honorable Sabina Chege amevaa vibaya, akaongeza machumvi huko ndani.
So, Mr. Speaker, even the size of the bag that our female colleagues carry must be decided as per the standing orders. The size of the bag is in the standing orders. Yes.
Surely, how do you determine the size of the bag, whether it's too big? How do you even rule someone out? Mheshimiwa, you are out of order. Umebeba sana. How do you measure? How do you measure that? How do you measure that? After all that, the Speaker was the last man standing to read the orders of the House.
For the purpose of these rules, proper dress means A, for men, a coat, collar, tie, long-sleeved shirt, long trousers, socks, and shoes.
While it's a parliamentary rule that all members wear socks at all times in the House, hapa nje Dr. Ezekiel Mutua has drawn issue with an advert teaching people how to wear socks in a bid to conform to standing orders. Now, the Sabina Chege incident just fuels the perception that in Kenya, successful women can be targeted for anything. On this episode, actually, I was really fixing to talk about slay queens because I was like, how comes we are almost clocking 100 episodes pretending like slay queens don't exist? Na sisi wote tunajua mali bonus ya chai zinaishianga. Slay queens is not a small industry. Hapa Narok, there were reports of visitors preying on farmers' wheat bonus, while the rest of us are using data bundles when zetu wanatumia bundles za ngano kujisikia sukari kwa Instagram. How comes we've never talked about slay queens on the show? Yes, I know last week we talked about Governor Mbuvi Sidika, but I mean in detail. And I think it's because it's probably very difficult to define a slay queen. For example, the stereotypical definition of a slay queen is a clueless, lazy, light skin, which is very vague because everyone knows that Otile Brown is very hardworking. But the definition can be quite confusing because even former presidential candidate Japheth Kaluyu has been accused of being a slay queen because of how he speaks English.
Think last week I gave you Muthiora Kariara. Someone I have coached, I have mentored, and I will continue to mentor. I cannot step aside.
Mentored. Eh? If you choose to follow the direction, Kizungu, then what do you make of this guy?
Before I deliver the speech,
And this is not a song, it's a fact.
we face a devastating combination of rising competition for resources. This field that we are in. I am like a crocodile in the water. This field that we are in.
Like a crocodile. See, if he chose to follow that direction, see, in this case, I would like to disagree with the Deputy President. Slay queen, sio kizungu mingi peke yake. And now, originally, the term slay queen was meant to be like a compliment, but it has since evolved to be derogatory. we'll not discuss slay queens as a subject on the show tonight, but if you still want to catch that, if you still want to hear about slay queens, you can catch that in the next parliament proceedings. I just cannot ignore the fact that the title slay queen has been used to tarnish the reputation of some respectable women. And tell me this, is it just a pedestrian observation or a generational thing that a specific brand of women shines at a given time? There was a time that tulikuwa tunaongelea stories za wife material, then came Miss Independent, I don't need a man, and now slay queens, also known as Miss Dependent, stroke do me a favor. We'll come back with our guest tonight, veteran radio presenter Massawe Japanni. But before we take a break, make sure you get your t-shirt for the Step for Safety campaign yenye tunaenda on the 23rd of September. Remember, as they say, if you want to walk fast, walk alone. But if you want to go far, walk together. Kujeni tufanye hii kitu pamoja. Registration is just 1,500 shillings, 1,500 shillings, which includes the walk t-shirt. And the process is very simple. Go to M-Pesa, pay bill. The pay bill number is 329378, as it reads on the screen. And the account number is Step for Safety. After that, present the M-Pesa message to any healthy use stores and collect your t-shirt, and all the proceeds will go to families forced to flee their homes. See you in a bit. Welcome back to the Weekend Edition. I'm Dr. Kingori. Our guest on the show tonight is one of the most prolific and one of the most successful lady radio presenters in the country, and she's also proof that you don't have to look like Smart Joker to be successful in radio. Massawe Japanni is in the house. Thank you. Thank you. Karibu sana kwa show.
Umesema prolific. I tell you.
Kizungu saa ingine you come.
I see.
You come kama inspiration. Mi wangukia tu ad moja saa ingine. Kama lakini Despots Miguna alitangulia mbele yangu, so I can't use that. Nice. I see kila guest anakujanga kwa Wicked. I think kumekuwa na trend. Every lady guest ananiletea zawadi, au Injali niletea pasi, na wewe umeniletea za macho. Karibu.
Asante. Kazi nzuri by the way. Nice show.
Thank you. Thank you. Tunaongelea madem leo. Sijui tutaanzia wapi? Sijui tuanzie na slay queens, because tumeshindwa ku define slay queens ni nani first.
Tuanze na term slaying. Slaying is looking good, but slay queen ni mwanamke ambaye who is beautiful and she has nothing between her ears. Alafu slay queen, young naive girls who don't date broke men. Slay queen ni wale wanakuchok na their beauty. They think they're very beautiful though, so they spend their time on Instagram, Snapchat, but that's the definition. But again, I respect kila mtu na maoni yake. How you want to be perceived on social media, I think that's your business. So if you want to be a slay queen, unataka kupiga picha usumbue watu tu Instagram, I mean, I've come to respect people with what they want, Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. Sasa, I think your definition na need
What definition yako slay queen?
Slay queen. ni watu wezi simama na mguu zao zikiwa pamoja.
Demonstrate please.
Si wanasimamanga hivi wakisimama. For real, I thought it's a thing, but I thought that's the
sometimes I pose like that, so does that make me a
Aya, sawa basi ni wale upose the other way around.
Please.
The other na mguu ya left ikiwa mbele si yako. Madam, we can't exhaust the subject ya ladies na story, especially ya preferential treatment ya machali wanakani kama wanafavoriwa. Wasi mtani forgive nita sound kama chair lady wa FIDA for this episode, but then kitu kama as a lady, how do you feel for the post ya tuseme kama DCJ Boni Halwale alitweet kitu juzi ati, in fact these were his words, ati Nancy Baraza alimassage tu mapua ya mtu and she was kicked out of office, Kalpana Rawal like that, alafu sahi DCJ Mwilu. That's as in no relation na kama ni corruption, tunaongelea tu the fact that inakaa ni kama coincidence.
Kwanza tuseme kitu kimoja kwamba as Massawe I can never support corruption.
Yes.
Iwewe ni mwanamke, iwewe ni mwanamume, my belief ni kwamba if you're found guilty then be charged. Lakini ukiangalia ya Mwilu, I think it comes more like witch hunting. Because seriously, how did she even get the job in the first place? Does that mean there was no vetting? What was that about? Alipitia due process,
okay,
right or wrong, ndio akapata kazi yake on merit. So I think this was a bit too far-fetched. Yes. And let me just say, to be careful with the words we say, because I remember wakati wa uchaguzi, wakati the case was in court, I remember the president saying that we shall revisit.
Yes.
So I don't know, it's coming off really, yes.
Kama visiting day, revisiting day. I'd like you to help me with a term I've been struggling with. Kuna term inaitwa feminist, squeezy. It's like a movement. And it's a movement because one Abel Mutua one time got in trouble kwa panel flani ya show moja noma, TTTT, because of something he said. The context ilikuwa joke. Anasema never hit a woman, never. As a man never hit a woman, but mutingize kama mala. Mutingize, and that was hiyo ilikuwa problem kabisa, problem kabisa. Where do you draw the line na support ya madam na ingine ni overreaction?
My belief ni kwamba the woman and the man should get equal rights and opportunities. It's not that because you're Kingori,
yes,
we will favor you because you're a man. No, politically, socially, economically, we should, have equal rights and equal opportunities. Yeah, and okay, if I'm being a feminist by voicing yes, rights za mwanamke, then so be it. But the truth be told, the world is unfair to the woman.
Hey.
Yes. Sabina, what was that discussion in Parliament? I mean, amevaa kitu gani? She's decently dressed. Well, probably, yes, I mean, really. I think it was petty. Simuongeze hiyo makofi tena. Honestly, I think it was very petty. Yes. Wabunge wanachukua muda kuzungumzia a non-issue when we have young people here hawana employment, when we have issues of corruption, when we have issue of security. There is so much to talk about in Kenya. When we have issues of mercury in this country, we don't even know. It's true. We don't know what we are consuming. Is this good for me? No wonder the increasing cases of cancer. Tunakula sukari mbaya, mchele mbaya.
I was watching a clip online, Juicy, where some lady was sharing about how she used to be in an abusive relationship, and the phrase she used, alisema, in my previous relationship, the lover used to beat her up like a man. Unaget? Like kuna specific beatings. Like kuna kichapo cha mwanaume.
Not good.
This is a statement. Actually, you can look it up. I don't remember what her name was, but niko sure watu wamewatch wanajua. Ati alichapwa kama mwanaume. Like he beat me up like a man. Like ukikasirika, of course, you should never, I don't advocate for violence in any way. in any way kabisa. But then sinamaanisha hata from perception for ladies to see separate issues like mwanaume anafaa atitiwe vibaya hivi na mwanamke anafaa atitiwe vibaya hivi.
First of all, I have no respect for a man who hits a woman. Why are you using your muscle to intimidate this woman? There are better ways to deal with issues with your spouse. You don't hit a woman. You don't hit I mean, you're a coward. Why are you hitting a woman? To express your point through physical? No.
What about, and how comes the woman who beats up a man is a soldier?
That's not to say it's right for a woman to hit a man. I don't advocate for violence, but really, you cannot beat, you do not beat the mother to your kids.
But you see the difference.
Who does that?
But you see the difference. But you see the difference. Wakati ilikuwa a man beating a woman, how do you hit a woman? You are a coward. You are, alafu wakati ilikuwa a woman beating a man, ukasema, no, I don't advocate for that. How should people react? In the most basic terms, how should someone react in extreme anger? Like, what is the alternative?
You know, people have different ways in how they react.
Yes.
How you get mad is not how I get mad.
Yes.
You'll get mad, probably walk away. I'll get mad, nirushe vyombo kwa nyumba. Or not talk to you, nikupatie no orals for a week. So people are different. I can't say your way is my way or everyone's way, yeah.
Zako nizo kurusha vyombo.
I was just giving an example.
Yes.
How do you react in anger?
Mimi?
Yes.
I don't have a specific nini, but I'm not a violent person.
No.
That doesn't mean I run away.
But you get angry, right?
I'm a human being. Let me give you a scenario. As a lady, if you are with your man, sindio? Alafu mtu akuchokoze. What do you expect him to do? Would you blame him if he ran? As in, that has ever happened to me. That has ever happened to me, and it's a very difficult situation as a man. And that hapa ndio equality inakosa kukuja, because you turn all your expectations into us.
But I expect you to defend me in in my moment of weakness. Step in as my man.
See, just a minute ago, ulisema don't be violent.
You know, stepping in does not mean pia unarusha ngumi. Lakini mahali ngumi nataka kurushwa, si rushwe tu. Why are you defending me?
I think I advise all my friends to at least date someone who can run. For real, because
Hata utakimbia.
Nitaenda.
She will also run.
Yes.
She will run away from you.
No, she cannot. If the love is real, there is nowhere you are going.
Oh.
Because if you defend her na utoke hapo bila meno, she will not love you anymore. So at least you can run from a situation. This is an advice to all men. As much as tuna campaign equality, run, because at least you will have teeth to show up in another relationship. For real, I don't.
On a serious note, in any relationship, I expect you to take your role as a man, and you should expect me. We're not talking about violence, just generally, and then you have your expectations za mwanamke. So I expect you to do vitu za wanaume.
Okay. Which is a valid point, but in the context yenye tulikuwa tunaongea,
I told you context. Tutalala hapa. Kwa hii topic.
Hapana, hatuwezi lala. Hapa. No. No, wait. That is evil. Sorry. Apologies. Sometimes we have a team. We sometimes have a team of evil-minded people in the audience. Your story ya kutafuta job. How do you present yourself, ama how do you look for a job?
Kitafuta kazi imekosekana, look for something, look for capital, start a business. I mean, be innovative. What else can you do other than sit and wait mpaka job ikuje? Ikikosa kuja utafanya nini? Does that mean maisha yako kuisha sasa? Yeah? What else can you do? And that is what I'm saying. Nowadays, social media inaweza kukujenga, inaweza kukusaidia. Use social media ikusaidie. Yeah? Yeah, send your pretty face once in a while, but how else can you use social media to make money for yourself or even create employment for yourself? Yeah, I believe vijana wa siku hizi by they are very, creative. Yeah, we miaka yako imesonga umekutana na social media kama
Miaka yangu imesonga.
So, ni vijana wa young mnaweza tumia social media kwa njia nyingi sana. Nowadays hata naona watu siku hizi wanafungua YouTube channels zao, and they just, showcase their talent, what they can do.
Yes.
Yeah, I was very happy to see one of the contestants who are Ultimate coming here. Look at her, through her talent amepata kazi Nation Media. So wow.
Yes, Nazra,
Yeah.
that's
Nazra, yes.
Wapi makofi ya
Yeah.
Nazra?
Yeah. Kupitia talanta yake. Yeah.
Final thoughts kwa madem na subject hiyo, what you really think ama your general view ya story yote ya gender balance ama your bias.
I think it's just fair for both parties to have equal rights and opportunities. If you're a woman, believe in yourself, keep on shining, and do what you have to do, but let no one put you down because of your gender.
Wapi makofi ya Massawe Japanni? Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming on our show. And alafu
Thank you for having me.
Karibu sana. Alafu tukumbushe wase, naweza kuinvite by the way if you wanna join us kwa hii walk.
Okay.
Ya nini? Inaitwaje? Ni
Luku.
UNHCR, inaitwa Luku. Hii ni t-shirt. Ilikuwa ya green lakini imeiva. The campaign is called A Step for Safety, and mimi nitakuwa hapo. Tutaenda 23rd of September. Asubuhi 7 nitakuwa hapo. Tunaenda kuwalk in solidarity na wale wasio wamefukuzwa.
Where do we get the
home.
t-shirts?
The t-shirts, the Healthy You.
Okay.
Healthy You.
At how much?
The registration fee is 1,500 shillings, and that includes the t-shirt na kila kitu, and it all goes for charity.
Okay.
The M-Pesa pay bill ndio iko hapa kwa screen. You just go to M-Pesa kwa phone, then pay bill. The number ni hiyo 329378, and the account name is Step for Safety. Numbers ndio hizi. Tukutane huko. Tuendeni tufinyane kwa barabara, at least tukumbuke. Si ndio? Hawa ni aje? Wait. That's it. Community television. See you next week. My name is Dr. Kinori.